Is now a good time to buy or sell? Right now, the market is favorable to the seller, although not as much as it was earlier this year. As the pandemic starts to wind down and things start to even out, people get used to the low interest rates of around 3% to get into a home. Things are starting to even out and make it a little bit more favorable for buyers, but it's still very favorable to sellers. Inventory is still very low, less than 1 month's worth of inventory, basically throughout the Bay Area. Now, the question as to whether it's a good time to buy or sell, to me, the answer there doesn't really change that much. And the reason is that you're buying a home first. Let's talk about buyers first. You're buying a home first to live in it, to have your family and your social time and a roof over your head, that kind of thing, and as an investment second. Now, obviously, for most people, it's their biggest investment, and so we want to be mindful of that. But the reality is that we never really know what's going to happen in the real estate market. We don't know if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. Speaking as somebody who I really actually did the worst thing, I bought a house in 2006 and it went down 35% at the end of 2008. But ultimately, I sold that house for a handsome gain, even though I bought it at exactly the wrong time. And my point is this: the history of the real estate market is, over any appreciable period of time, so far, real estate's been a good investment, even if you bought it at exactly the wrong time. The more important question you should be asking yourself is, do I really like this house, and can I reasonably afford this house? And if that's true, then it's a great time to buy. Now, on the other hand, if we're selling a home, usually that's circumstantial. And of course, the circumstances we don't usually get to dictate. But what you can always do is check with your realtor, find out what's going on. And the biggest thing you want to know as a seller is, how many months worth of inventory are on the market? And if there's very low, if there's less than 2 months worth of inventory on the market, say like where it is right now, 1 month worth of inventory or less, that's a great opportunity, and it really you should expect, with the right pricing, to be able to sell your house in a fairly quick period of time. If you've got 3 or 4 months worth of inventory like we've had at different times, it's going to be harder. You're going to have to be more aggressive with how you price the home and how you market it.